Call the prosecutor's office. Get Miles Edgeworth here right away. Reminds me of the time I pushed your car into that ditch, sir. Alone. Then you just drove away and left me there. I gotta admit, it felt kind of lonely. Did I do that? Alright, yo, what's going on? I'm gonna try doing a Let's Play. I'm really excited about that. And I don't want to, like, throw my cred into question, but I've never played this one. I've never played Ace Attorney Investigations 2, and I've only recently finished Investigations 1 before they announced that they're doing this remake. So if you play this game and dig it, that's probably why you're here. If you haven't seen it, we'll play it together and let's do it. I think this will be really fun. Alright. Let's do Investigations 2. Let's see what episodes we have. Turnabout Trigger, Captive Turnabout, Turnabout Legacy, I think that's his DAD. Cool. And then Little Gate Composer. Alright, let's do it. I'm a huge fan of pixel art. I would like to do the little chibi guys because I think they're cute. I love getting a trophy for doing nothing. Like every RPG. Like the trophy for you fought the first enemy, did the first quest, did the first story mission. Here he comes. It's making his final approach and lands right on Gourd Lake. I missed who this was. Just listen to that crowd. Welcome, Zhang Fa. Welcome, Mr. President. And now, sir, your audience awaits. Cool. Sick. Honored friends and allies, I'm here today to deliver a message. The odious criminals that dodged my beloved nation are no more. Thanks to the prosecutor's office of your great country. Damn, this text is going fast. Love the clip art rotating. You have our most heartfelt gratitude. However, friends, do not forget, the battle against great evil rages on. Here today, I make you this solemn promise. Guy with the flat top. We shall crush the world. Oops, sorry. That's not what it said either. I like the music a lot. Call the prosecutor's office. Get Miles Edgeworth here right away. If anyone can solve this, he can. Dope. Am I bugging? That was so fucking fast. I was trying to read that. I feel like even if I wasn't trying to read that out loud, that would have been kind of fast. Is that Lotta? In the middle left. Looks like I see the little afro and big jacket. Maybe that's like a... I know she's around Gourd Lake. Alright, Gourd Lake, spectator area. Little zesty walk. The news must be halfway around the world already. Cute, I love Gumshoe so fucking much. After all, it's not every day an attempt is made on the life of a nation's president. My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor. I came as soon as I got the call. The moment the phone rang, I knew it was serious. Music's fucking dope. Mr. Edgeworth! I love the way they run. Music. Thank goodness you're here, sir! This is Dick Gumshoe, detective with the local precinct. He's the one usually assigned to my cases. Kinda looks really good. How is the president, detective? We still don't know, Mr. Edgeworth. The medics just boarded in the plane a few minutes ago. I see. I hope he's alright. Then I suppose you better show me the scene of the crime instead. Oh, I like it's a little remix. Right away, sir. Hey! I said hey! Yeah, you! Ruffles! Oh, Christ. Huh? Who's that? You're the prosecutor in charge of this here case, ain't ya? Wanna give me your first impressions? Anything strike you as odd? No comment. Detective Gumshoe, with me. Come on now, Mr. Prosecutor, don't be like that. Mr. Edgeworth, wait for me. Now, Detective, I'll need the facts of the case in as much detail as you can give me. Holy shit. Well, the scene was right here at Gourd Lake, as you already know. A bunch of people were gathered to welcome the president of Zhengfa. Di Junwang. Yes, I read about his visit. Wrong voice? It's been all over the news for days now. Newspaper clipping jotted down into my organizer. Mercurial news. It was raining until just before he landed. Luckily, it let up and he went on stage as planned. And then, smack dab in the middle of his speech, bang! A gun goes off and everybody runs for cover, terrified for their lives. Apparently. Apparently. Truth is, I only just showed up myself. I don't know a whole lot more than you do, sir. You were summoned on short notice as well. Sure was. Right in the middle of my day off. I was at the office taking advantage of the peace and quiet to prepare for my next case. And then the boss himself calls you to the scene. Never a dull moment, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? The boss? Yeah. Chief Prosecutor was right here in the park. Saw the whole thing. So I wonder when this takes place. Who's the Chief Prosecutor? First chance he got, he yelled at the top of his lungs. Get me Edgeworth right away. He's the only man for the job. Something like that. I see. Oh, they cordoned the perimeter to the park off. As soon as it happened, you'll be happy to know. So, our would-be assassin is still here somewhere. Good. Now all you gotta do is find him in the middle of that crowd before they strike again. You're right. We don't know what else our culprit might be planning. These people are in danger. Dope. God, that's dope. We don't have a moment to lose. Let's begin with the basics. Sounds like, I forgot his name. The, special Interpol agent from the last game, the tiger guy. He was really cool. I forget his name. And search every inch of the crime scene for clues, no matter how insignificant he may seem. Precisely. The president was shot at, which means a gun was involved. That's our first clue. Security's tight for Wong's speech, but he still got shot at somehow. Nice. Alright, duly noted. Detective Gumshoe! Wrong voice? How exactly was the security detail surrounding the president's speech organized? Well, sir, officers were mainly focused on securing the perimeter of the park. The president's people took charge of the rest. He has his own team of bodyguards. See those guys over there? Maybe we should ask them a few questions. I like these, maybe we could talk to them over there. If I want to talk with him, I'll need to walk over and press A. Okay. Oh. Oh man, this is nice. Sir, the president's bodyguards are in front of the plane. Within earshot. Ah, so they are. I should walk up to the bodyguards and press A to talk to them. Can I help you? You're one of the president's bodyguards, correct? Could you tell me how his security detail was arranged during the speech? 2 of our senior operatives were attached to the president. The rest secured the stage. This isn't our first rodeo. Anything suspicious in that crowd and we would have spotted it right away. I see. So the president's security was tightly orchestrated for the duration of his speech. Let's investigate further. We should speak with other witnesses and continue to look over the crime scene. We can't afford to leave any stone unturned. So that's how y'all go about it, huh? Sure is something seeing the pros at work. Oh no. Care to share a little about what happens to that information once you got a hold of it? Bystanders. This one seems persistent, but I can't afford to get distracted. She's got like camping gear and a bear trap. Hey Ruffles, I asked you a question, dang it. What happens next? Well, we put all this information together and try to find connections, right, sir? Detective! Oh, don't be so hard on the poor guy. So, connections, you say? And what next? Well, I guess you could say we connect the dots. Connect one piece of information to another. It's Mr. Edgeworth's forte. He's a logic master. I can view what information I have with L and connect them with X. I should try it now. Just a quick press of L and we'll be off down the path of logic. Can't wait. Fantastic. Gotten an achievement for doing what they literally told me to and put two pieces together. Despite the president's tight security, the perpetrator still managed to carry out their attack. Completely undetected by a contingent of highly trained bodyguards, no less. No mean feat. This would have taken some serious planning. In other words, the assassination attempt was almost certainly premeditated. A premeditated attack. So he lived? Where did he get shot? That's the stuff, Mr. Edgeworth. That old logic never fails, huh? Indeed. All we need to do is find the right clues and make the right connections between them. Make the wrong connections, however, and will only wind up further from the truth. Which means I must make well-reasoned connections if I intend to draw logical conclusions. Dope. He's my little assistant? No! No, not this fucking guy again. This is the thing that I really like about this game is because like they're trying really hard to use characters we've already seen and places we've already seen to make this feel like one contiguous world. But what that means is that like a foreign delegate has to present at like Loch Ness Monster Lake, like the goofiest fucking scene, but it's like iconic, and this fucking thing is iconic, and Lotta Heart is iconic. I don't know if she's gonna show up, but that really looked like an afro in the crowd. We got fucking goofy samurai dog in the water, Nessie. I was surprised as you, sir, but there's no mistaking it. It's the Steel Samurai. I love the idea that Edward. I hope he does watch. The Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. It's a popular TV show. Old, young, it doesn't matter. It truly has something for everyone. He kind of does fuck with Steel Samurai potentially. Beats me why they had a Steel Samurai balloon, but as a welcome party for a foreign president. That's what I'm saying. It is a little odd, although now that I think about it, what better hero to represent our nation? Dude, he fucking loves Steel Samurai. He's like, it doesn't, dude, kids like it, true, but also old people like it. Prosecutors like it. People with like good jobs that are like well respected in their community like it. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Well, that catches my attention. There's a bullet hole! Breaks your heart, doesn't it? It does. What villainy could have befallen him? Witnesses says he popped right about when the gun went off. Which would strongly suggest that a bullet struck the balloon. Same with the flag. Looks like we got a case of cold-blooded samurai murder on our hands. This is sacrilege! I won't rest until the culprit has been apprehended. Detective, we cannot... He also made an attempt on a foreign dignitary's life. Detective, we cannot let this vile assassin escape. We won't, sir. You can count on it. Okay, that's interesting. I would like to see like a map. Now, what the hell is this? It's the flag of Zhengfa. The key motif is a blazing red phoenix. Wait, what's this? Something the matter, sir? You don't see it, Detective? There's something unusual about this flag. Compare it with the one on the other side of the stage, if you will. It doesn't have a bullet hole through it. Oh, that's a beauty right there. Just look at it flapping in the wind. It's immaculate. Exactly, which is how a flag should look. And yet, here we see quite a different picture. One thing in particular stands out, don't you think? Right, of course. Is it, I give up. Come on, spill the beans. You can lead a horse to water. I'll just have to move the cursor to the problematic spot and highlight the difference with X. Boink, boink, boink.
Take that!
Look closely. Do you see the hole? Whoa, look at that! You're right, sir. And note the burn marks around the edges. That's a bullet hole. There's no mistaking it. A bullet hole? So, you're saying a bullet went through this flag? Seems like one bullet struck both of those things. We can draw a map. If we draw a map between those 2 points, we can figure out the line the bullet traveled through and where the culprit would have to been standing. There's a bullet hole in the flag, and it seems highly likely the balloon was popped by a bullet, too. Which means 2 shots were fired. Really? Were fired, right, sir? Possibly even 3. The president was shot at as well, remember? Equally, the hole in the flag and hole in the balloon could have been made by the same bullet. What we need to know is how many gunshots there were. True. I feel like get that data pretty easy. Alright, on with the investigate. Ruffles! Ruffles! Y'all figure something out, huh? Care to share? Who exactly is she, and why does she keep shouting at us? Rubbernecker, I guess. Seems pretty interested in the case. Come on, give me something here. I like her patch that says, "Go, you!" We do need to speak with some witnesses to find out how many gunshots there were. Fine, let's see if she can tell us anything. Tato! Pipe, go, you! Aw, I like her. She reminds me of the protagonist from Pokemon Coliseum, or XD. Maybe XD, Gale of Darkness. There y'all are. Tabby Lloyd. A reporter. Tabby Lloyd, at your service. I'm looking into the case for, well, just for me right now, but looking into the case. Miss Lloyd, was it? Miss Lloyd, there's something I'd like to ask. Well, what can you tell me? Any exclusive details you want to share? How about the perp? Have they made any demands? What about them there ruffles? Where's the feller buy a cravat like that? I don't know what that word is.
Hold it!
Cravat? Is that his little necktie? Will you be quiet for a moment? I'll be the one asking the questions here. Dang, and here I thought I could get me something juicy for my piece. I need to know about the shooting. Can you tell me how many gunshots you heard? Why, I most certainly cannot. I beg your pardon? I can't just be handing out leads for free. That stuff's my livelihood. Oh, come on, don't hold out on us. We all gotta share sometimes. Me? Hold out on you? Well, if y'all are gonna be like that, I'll be moving right along. Goodbye! Wait! Wait for what exactly, huh? Huh? If you ain't got nothing for me, I'm gone. We're fresh out of moves here. Out of moves, I wouldn't be so sure. Please be chess. As you know, detective, I like to play a little chess. Oh, I love him. He's not very socially aware. I like that a lot. And what does one do in chess when an opponent adopts a defensive position? Why, the board offers any number of options, but some are more effective than others. Sorry, sir, but this is all going way over my head. There's been a shooting. Do we want to, like, ask somebody else or play chess with this bitch? No matter how impenetrable an opponent's defense may seem, it can always be overcome. Watch and learn, detective, as I shatter my resolve with the power of words. Or just ask, like, the security guard or somebody else. When attempting to draw an entrenched opponent, one must employ certain tactics. Let us picture the board and see if we can anticipate our adversary's next move. I do like chess. I don't know if there's going to be actually any chess, or it's just like chess-themed Ace Attorney puzzles. Now we must analyze the state of play. Y'all ain't getting nothing out of me, not until you give me something in return. Nice. My opponent has dug herself in deep. Her defenses won't be so easily broken, but I can't afford to try her patience by taking too long to plot my next move. In other words, I must be conscious not just of my strategy, but also of the passing of time. That said, I can't afford to waste words either. In fact, it can pay dividends not to. If my opponent gets too agitated... If you're fixing to ask me something, will you dang well ask it already? I may be able to gain a tactical advantage by calmly biding my time. Then, when I see a crack in my opponent's armor, I pounce. I should begin by finding what it is that she does. I wonder. Alright, time to make my opening gambit. Mind chess! Commence! What is it you do? Why don't you begin by telling me what it is that you do? Okay, so time's not passing when we're talking, so when I'm making decisions, I guess. Sure, or I could totally not do that. Think I don't know when to keep my mouth shut? That's my job. Is it now? So you do something you won't or can't tell anybody about? No, shut up! Ain't no lawbreaker if that's what you're insinuating! I don't know. You're clearly hiding something. Don't you see? So it's like flowchart, there's a right answer and I have to... Don't you see? There's nowhere left to hide. I'm not rightfully sure what you're getting at here, Ruffles. Good curses! I should have picked my words more wisely. How the fuck was I supposed to know that? It's more effective to bide my time, the more agitated or upset my opponent seems. Okay. And when they're vulnerable, that's the time to go on the verbal offensive. What is it you do? Little long karma tab. I'm a law-abiding everyday citizen. You've got no reason to say otherwise. Forgive me, I meant nothing by it. If it's something you can't tell me about, I imagine it must be very important work indeed. Well, sure, I guess. Leastways, it will be once I bag my first big scoop. I see, it's a scoop you're after. So, you're a journalist, is that correct? Gotcha, bitch. Dang! Sure, if I'm your friendly neighborhood reporter. The hungriest cub on the beat. That's the mystery of what she does for a living solved. Perhaps our hungry young cub has gathered information vital to the case. Let's make that our next line of inquiry. It's not blue, so I like to saying that to her. With the opening moves concluded, the mind game approaches. What else does she have to tell us? Also not blue. I like that she's standing in a park and he's in his little mental chess world going like, yeah, I got your piece just now. But he's saying out loud, the opening moves are concluded. Now for the mid-game. She's like, sorry, what? Where's the record? Oh, maybe she recorded it. You're a reporter, which means you must have been making a record of some kind. You've got more questions? You gotta give me something first. That's the deal. I'm not in the habit of making deals. Now tell me what I need to know. Sorry, Ruffles, can't help you. I don't have a clue as to how to push the conversation forward. I'll have to try another tack. At the time of the incident, were you present at the scene of the crime? Come on now, Ruffles, you ain't gonna give little old Tabby something first. Absolutely not. Then I ain't giving you nothing neither. You think I'm a sucker? Think again. Bide. Come on, this is my career we're talking about here. You gotta give me something. Sadly, the more you know, the more you might find yourself in danger. I ain't scared. I'm a pro. Takes more than the sound of a little gunfire to faze me. Well, I know she's doing the animation. Heh. I like HEH period, him giving a little audible laugh when she says something. You may be a pro, as you put it, but I'd say you're still a little wet behind the ears. You say you heard gunfire, which proves you were here at the time of the crime. Therefore, you must have seen something. Double dang. Fine, I was here, I saw it. Came to report on the big speech, wound up reporting on a shooting. And you won't get no more out of me than that. I'm done with your tricks, Ruffles. If she came to report on the event, she must have made a record of some kind. A record I would very much like to get my hands on. This is quite the clue as to where to take the conversation next. You're a reporter, which means you must have been making a record of some kind. You've got more questions, you gotta give me something first. I am not in the habit of making deals. Sorry, Ruffles, can't help you. Time to deploy my clue. I don't understand how that's a clue. Like, I feel like initially we could have been like, you're a reporter. We're here to report and record. Show me the thing, I'm a cop. No self-respecting reporter would leave the house without a means of putting things on record. So, tell me, Miss Lloyd, where is yours? Of course I made a record. I told you I'm a pro. Dang near wore my shoes off running around on this one. Which is why I'm not about to just hand it over to the first person who asks me. I am not just anyone, young lady. I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. Don't you young lady me, you ain't getting it no matter how many times you ask. She's stressed, so bide. You understand, don't you, Ruffles? It ain't nothing personal. I understand that your job is a difficult one. You do? Well, ain't that sweet? And in such a competitive field, you must sometimes doubt that you'll ever succeed. No, I'll go plenty far, I'm sure of it. Yeah, just as long as I got my trusty tape recorder. Okay, she's touching your headphones, which means chess time. Intriguing. A young reporter hungry for success, so dedicated to her craft that to leave such an important event unrecorded would be unthinkable. And indeed she did not. She committed the entire event to tape! Ah, dang it! This is my scoop you're messing with, my big break. That was not a great breakdown, just like whatever. I want to see the little tape recorder have all the like whatever's being fed in there spit out. Fine, sure, I recorded the whole darn thing. It's all right here. You got me, okay? Humph. Checkmate. Checkmate awarded. You're something else, Ruffles. I was trying to be all strong and silent, but you had me singing like a canary. Never mind that. Now, play us the tape. This should finally tell us how many shots were fired. Fine. You can hear it, but I got conditions. You played me like a fiddle, Ruffles. Only the chief ever played me so good. Who the fuck is that? So, you gotta agree to be chief number 2, and be mentored to a rising star, aka me. Chief number 2, huh? Kinda like a second parent. That's a big responsibility, sir. Hey, and one more thing. I want exclusive reporting rights for the first 24 hours. Come on, you gotta say yes. What kind of mentor wouldn't give a star pupil the exclusive, huh? She's a difficult woman to refuse, and I need to hear that recording. 24 hours is more than I can promise, but the story's yours until the case is solved. And the job of chief number 2? I think not. You're no fun. But I guess a girl can't have everything. All for the sake of the scoop, huh? Alright, you got yourself a deal. I got exclusive access starting right this second, Ruffles. Good. Then our first order of business is to listen to that tape. Honored friends and allies, I am here today to deliver a message. The odious criminals that dogged my beloved nation are no more. The president's speech. Kashak. Is that her? The president passionately addresses the assembled crowd, as if trying to shake off that reports that its declining popularity by sheer force of will. That there's me, can't beat a little live commentary to set the scene. That's... yeah, you should talk over your like footage. The meeting is scheduled just for after the speech, correct? He seems pretty pleased to be able to put the whole Yatagarasu situation behind him. As well he should be. This is a great day for all of us. Whose voices are these? Oh, there were these two old guys standing right in front of me. Nice. I was doing the wrong voices. They were whispering away to each other the whole darn time. I know their voices from somewhere. Wait, the part where the gun goes off is right after this. The president thrusts his first fist into the air as the excitement reaches fever pitch. The battle against evil rages on, here today. The battle against evil rages on, here today. I make you this solemn promise. We shall crush the wicked with the righteous hammer of justice. 2 shots. 1 through the flag, 1 through the samurai. Oh, but if they're different, like, paths, I wonder if 2 people shot. So, 2 shots were fired. Yep, and that tells us something. Something very important indeed. It allows us to deduce the trajectory of one of our bullets. Of the 2 shots fired, 1 hit the president, which means the other must have passed through both the flag and the balloon. I wonder, that's not necessarily true, but okay. Isn't it super possible that someone shot the samurai in the president or the flag in the president? Which, as you can see, allows us to deduce the position of our shooter. The only possible place from which a bullet could have been fired through the flag and into the balloon is... oof. Drawing a line between the flag and the balloon. Nice, okay, that's not bad. And places our shooter on the left-hand side of the spectator area. You know, I really wonder. You're a genius, Mr. Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe, I'll need to examine the left side of the spectator area. You know who's standing there was Lotta Hart. I don't know that that's her, but I have a pit in my stomach. I'll do the exact same voice for her, the southern accent. Roger that, sir. So you needed me to clear all those people out of the way, I guess. I do, and what evidence remains to be found may already be deteriorating, so I'll need you to be quick about it. Yes, sir. Chief! Hey, I'm talking to you, Chief. I suppose you mean me, Miss Lloyd. I surely do. You gotta let me help out. This stuff's my forte. I'm the best crowd herder you ever did see. I'll prod, pummel, and push him wherever you like. A very kind offer, but I think a less hands-on approach might be preferable. Also, about this chief business, I am nobody's chief. Whatever you say, Mr. Edgeworth, sir, your wish is my command. I somehow doubt that. Okay, I command you to chill out. No can do, sir. Here you go, sir. It's all ready for you. No. Pain! Miss Lloyd here cleared everybody out just like that. The suspects you cleared out? They were all organized where they would have been standing. We could have just found whoever was standing in that line. Oh, you ain't seen nothing. The chief, my other chief that is, she sends them running twice as quick. So is it Miss Sky? She sounds like quite the formidable character. Perhaps I should go easier on the poor girl. Thank you, but I really shouldn't have. All that running around. Your clothes are covered in mud. Allow me to pay for the cleaning. It's the least I can do. Huh? You mean my jacket? Oh, you don't need to be worrying your pretty little head about that. It's reversible. All you gotta do is switch it around and alakazam, no more dirt. On the outside, perhaps, but you'd still have something a problem with the inside. That's fine. We're ready to get back to the investigation whenever you are, sir. The crowd has trampled the entire area. We'll be lucky to find any traces of our shooter at all. Okay. What's this flag doing? No. Trash can. You even gotta pick through the trash yourself. A prosecutor's life ain't easy, huh? Detective... Detective Gumshoe. Right away, sir! The faithful detective scrabbles through the garbage as the prosecutor looks on, his hands unblemished. Gay. That's gay. Let's see now. Come to Papa, little treasures. Is he enjoying himself? Bingo! A popsicle stick! Gotta love the jokes they put on these. Detective! Sorry, sir. Relevant evidence. Relevant evidence. Huh. I think we got something. Good work, detective. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Pipe. By examining a piece of evidence from all angles, we can uncover hidden details. We sure can. Just tell me which way you want it, sir. We can rotate the item with R. If you want, I can move it closer or further away, too. I can use L to examine an object up close, and R to move out for the bigger picture. And when you spot something, just say the word. That was kind of southern on accident. I can point out suspicious areas with the cursor and press A to inspect them more closely. Alright, let's see what we can discover. Open. Definitely the most important thing. Fascinating. Stay frosty. Rook repositioned in light of Knight's injury. This is a document of some kind. What are we looking at here? Presidential security plan. It's a diagram of the president's security arrangements. It shows that the president's bodyguards were positioned. It even has people's names on it. Rook and Knight. So those bodyguards aren't natives of Zhengfa. I heard he uses some private security firm. But why not employ people from his own country? I know why not. Y'all want to hear a little Tabby Lloyd exclusive? You really know something? Sure I do. I was over at their embassy not long back sniffing out a story. While I'm there, one of my sources tell me that the president's got more enemies than you got hairs on your head, including a bunch of bigwigs of the National Police Force. Interesting. So he's unable to trust his own domestic law enforcement. I wonder if one of these enemies could have been behind the attempt on his life. I suspect the two guards. You raise an interesting point. It's a document relating as a matter of national security. It would surely be highly classified. Huh? Hey, there's something else in here. Yeah, it's something small. A pistol with a scope on it. Whoa, my. What's a gun doing in there? Sir, this bag, it's gotta belong to the... Yes, it could well have been disposed of by our would-be assassin. A revolver. It would have taken a lot of nerve to dump it here amid all the chaos. Not easy to acquire in this country. 6 shot. Could this be the work of a professional? That would explain the security plan, too. I think we need to take a very close look at our latest find. I want to see how many bullets are left. Open. Ábrela. 2 spent bullets in the cylinder, matching the 2 gunshots heard in the recording. Perfect. That proves it. This must have been the weapon that was used. Okay, thank you. Scope. This is a laser sight. They can be lined up with the target to make aiming a bit easier. If I press this here, the trigger. Yep, definitely a red laser. Could the assassin have used a laser sight to target the president? Revolver data jotted down in my organizer. That bag was a real find, huh? Just goes to show, a bag in the hand is worth 2 in the trash. Extremely true. Nice work, detective. Now, there's something else I'd like to ask of you, if you don't mind. I need you to take the bag and the gun to forensics and see if they can find any prints. On it, sir! A good set of fingerprints could really help this investigation along. I like that being a prosecutor as a gameplay mechanic would fucking suck, so you're just a cop. Like, you're just doing detective work as a prosecutor. Which is dope. I like this game. It's fun. Got the results for you, sir. It's more in line with, like, the original Ace Attorney idea, which was to, like, you're a detective that has to defend himself. Like, that's what's fun. Being in court is fun, too. But I think this is maybe more engaging. I don't know, they're different, and this one's fun, too. Being in court's very fun. Having a day where you explore is very fun, and then having a day where you battle in court is very fun. This is pretty cool. I like this. That was quick. You bet it was. They couldn't find anything. Told the text it was ultra super high priority. But, it came up empty. And they checked everywhere? Inside and outside, top to bottom, sir. They even took the bullets out of the gun and dusted them. I should have known it wouldn't be that easy. Hello, Winston.
Well, this is quite the situation, wouldn't you say, Mr. Edgeworth?
I like that he's a colleague. Who is he again? No.
It's Payne, Mr. Edgeworth. Winston Payne. We work together at the prosecutor's office.
He's a prosecutor. What brings you here today, Mr. Payne?
What indeed? Why, only the invitation of the chief prosecutor himself.
Oh, I thought it was a girl. His voice. I recognize it from the tape recording. Oh, he was the one talking? Was he one of the men who was standing in front of Mrs. Lloyd? And where is the chief prosecutor?
He had to leave, I'm afraid. He's a busy man. They let him, and only him,
out through the cordon. Bro. They let him and only him out? This dude is suspicious. So, he had me summoned on short notice and then left before I even showed up. Rude. True. The television truck appears to be stuck in the mud. Reminds me of the time I pushed your car into that ditch, sir. Alone. Then you just drove away and left me there. I got him. It felt kind of lonely. Did I do that? I think I might have. I don't want to say it, but I think you might have something too. You came back though, Mr. Edgeworth. Only left me there in the mud for maybe 15 minutes. I know you'd never forget about me, sir. Of course I wouldn't. Barring those 15 minutes anyways. You're with one of the news channels. Yep. Can I help you? You must have footage of the event. Do you mind if I take a look? Wish I could help you, but that might be a little tricky. And and why is that, huh, pal? You got a problem with doing your civic duty or something? He's so ready to stick up for his boyfriend. No, it's just that my camera was knocked over in all the panic, and now I can't get it to work. That footage would have helped immensely. Just out of luck. I don't even dare to do a voice. What the? You look like you need a little help, Mr. Edgeworth. I know that voice. I don't. Oh, that's a good surprise. It could have been so much worse. It could have been old bag. Kay! She's so adorable. I love her. Good assistant. We stand her. Honestly, I leave you here alone for 2 seconds, but don't worry. Your hero's here to save the day. That's right. The one, the only Kay Faraday. Hero. Only you would give yourself a title like that. So, you're not a great thief anymore? Not right now, but it's not like I quit. I'm just on sabbatical. I'm taking time out for some intensive training. Being the second Yatagarasu doesn't come easy. Kay helped me out on a few occasions about 2 weeks ago when I was working a case. 2 weeks ago, huh? A mysterious thief appeared, and one who only claimed to steal the truth. Man, that was such a complicated mess. I'm like having flashbacks to that last case. She calls herself the second Yatagarasu, the successor to the so-called Great Thief. There's not a lock I can't open or a trap I can't escape. And when it comes to stealing, well, I'm still in training, but I'll get there soon enough. What are you doing here, Kay? What do you think I'm doing? I've been enjoying the festivities, of course. I suppose she did mention being fond of such things. And afterwards, I was thinking of dropping by your office to see you guys. But now I don't have to. Good to see you, kiddo. You're as bright and breezy as ever. Hey, Gummy. How you been? You're looking pretty full of beans yourself. So, Kay, are you really here to save the day? Yep. Prepare for your jaw to hit the floor. Your best pal in the world only went and took pictures of the whole shebang. I want to see a red laser. Did you now? Then you better show them to me. Wow, your jaw didn't even drop an inch. What's our girl gotta do to impress you, huh? I know, right? That was not very good. Mr. Prosecutor here's about as much fun as a dang toothache. Won't even let me call him Chief. Oh, but I'm forgetting my manners. Tabby Lloyd, ace reporter. I don't even see these two meet. Nice to meet you, Tabby. You're right, he's no fun at all. This one time, you two can chat later. Facts. Okay, can I see those pictures? Boo. Fine, here. Is that a laser pointer on his head? I love the guy with the flat top. I have some words. I took this one right when the gun went off. It was total chaos. People running everywhere. The president and his 2 bodyguards. The names on the security plan were Knight and Rook. He's got a chest fucking tie, this guy. What's that? Thank you, indeed, Kay. I think you provided us with a vital clue. Howee! Your eyes just lit up like a pair of dang Christmas trees. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, care to tell the readers what you just spotted? A contradiction. Oh? I didn't spot that. Huh? A what now? I don't see nothing strange. Allow me to show you. This picture shows the moment of the incident, but another piece of evidence shows something different. I need to highlight the point of contradiction. Maybe I should look at the evidence, and then employ my powers of deduction. First, to find the contradiction in the photograph. Can I look at the evidence? Is it the forehead? Yes, this is it. I'll simply press X to make my deduction. I hate that it didn't let me go closer. Now, to present the evidence that proves the contradiction. Frankly, I don't know. Oh, he doesn't have that little red dot? Eureka! Look closely at the picture of the president in this newspaper clipping, if you would, Miss Lloyd. Now, look at Kay's photograph. Compare the two carefully. It's not really a contradiction, it's just... well, whatever. Huh? What am I looking for here? Well, I'll be... Indeed, there's something on the president's forehead. Something that wasn't there in the other picture. What is that? Some kind of birthmark? Gumshoe, come on, keep up. Yeah, guy's got a big red birthmark right in the middle of his forehead. I doubt that too, actually. Did he get bitten by a bug then, maybe? Yeah, that's it. That right there's a big old bug bite. And here I thought it was just something important. The look on your face. You should know that the road to the truth is paved with just seemingly trivial details. Ooh, again with the face. Alright. Duly noted, Chief. Okay. Am I talking girly? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Did you like my big entrance? Bet I really am your hero now, huh? Well, your evidence helped things along, certainly. Hey, I'm the second Yatagarasu, remember? All in a day's work. Kinda wish I could have showed you how far I've really come with the whole Great Thief thing, though. It's been 2 weeks. The training you mentioned, about that. Don't worry, I haven't stolen anything yet, I promise. So the whole Great Thief thing is just on hold. For now, anyway. That's a relief, I suppose. Yeah, I wanted to get out there and start sealing back like the truth like my dad, but I've still got a ways to go with my training. And I need to find some partners in crime. I hope she means that figuratively. I can't be the only girl in the world looking to pull off the most daring heists ever attempted. True, but not many people are looking to pull off career in larceny either, I'd wager. Yep, no doubt about it. If you compare the pic I took to the newspaper clipping, the red birthmark stands out like a sore thumb. Yeah, it's a contradiction, alright. Indeed, though I very much doubt it's due to a birthmark suddenly appearing. Oh, that reminds me, I might have to steal that line of yours. The road to the truth is paved with seemingly trivial thefts. Funny, I don't remember that being the exact sequence of words I used. Why rob a house when you can just rearrange the furniture too? You may call it rearranging, but I call it irretrievably corrupting. Nice. That red dot. Wait, I know what it is. Some prankster must have snuck up while he was sleeping and... So you're saying that this picture is irrelevant, that it's worthless as a piece of evidence? Hey, it's anything but worthless. After all, I took it, and taking things is what I do best. Okay, is that all? Let me be thorough. I want to present it because I'm giving away. That's a cool badge. Very severe. As it should be. After all, it symbolizes both the sanctity and strictness of the law. Cool, dude. Yeah, well, my badge symbolizes love, justice, peace, courage, duty, and compassion. And what about your beloved truth? The Steel Samurai's great and all, but everybody knows it's all about the Jam Ninja these days. I like that Edgeworth's kind of an old head for liking Steel Samurai. Running around in old-timey Japan, having amazing adventures, singing cool songs. He's the best. Is he the one who isn't even an actual ninja? That's him! He used the power of his amazing ninja songs to become a superstar. Maybe I should give it a try. The Singing Thief. What do you think? A singing thief will be arrested in a heartbeat, which is a good reason not to stop her, I suppose. Biggest K. Faraday hater. Alright, done with her. Alright, fuck it. Probably done with her. This girl's gonna get on my nerves. Don't like this song? You say you attended today's ceremony in order to gather material for an article of some kind. You bet I did. It ain't the kind of thing that happens every day. And where did the ceremony begin? When? Sorry. Right after the rain stopped. We got lucky. It was raining all morning before that. Anyhow, the president's plane touched down right about 1:45, and the speech started at 2 on the nose. What about the shooting? Must have been maybe 20 after. So, 20 minutes after the ceremony began. Yeah, shots rang, tearing through the air that last moment before he'd been alive with cheers. Then, tragedy. The president dropped to the floor, felled by an unknown assassin's bullet. It was 2:25 on March 25th, and I've been reporting to you live from the scene here at Gourd Lake. What was that all about? Sorry, just making some voice notes. Gotta get those ideas down the second they come through the old noggin, you know? Ain't every day you get to report on the assassination attempt of a president, after all. Did he get killed? It's dramatic, it's emotional. It's got everything I need to write an article like that puts the reader right there on the scene. And did the president really drop to the floor? Officers on the scene said his bodyguards escorted him straight onto the presidential plane.
Hey, y'all can't blame me for getting a little carried away now, can you?
I'd better take any testimony she gives with a good-sized pinch of salt.
Heh, stop it, calling me a reporter and all. It's kind of weird when somebody else says it. Still, Tabby Lloyd, reporter at large. Does have kind of a ring to it, don't you think?
But you are a reporter, correct?
Sure I am. A reporter in training.
Why can't anybody just have a job? Spear medium in training, thief in training, tabloid article in training. What? That's what her job is, tabloid article. Have you even had any articles published?
Fixin' to look at my work, huh?
Well, that might be tricky. And yet, you call yourself a reporter nonetheless?
Well, I soon will be, won't I? This right here is a big old scoop. No mistake about it. And I got the whole thing on tape. Didn't miss a second. And it's all thanks to my trusty mic and my even trustier tape machine. I'm about to set the journalistic world on fire just like my mentor before me.
No! No! Oh, I thought Lotta Hart was her inspiration.
You know the Chief Ruffles, my mentor, my inspiration.
No, but you have mentioned her. How does he not know the chief is boss? But you have mentioned her repeatedly.
Did I? Can't rightly say I remember.
What kind of reporter forgets a thing like that?
Well, it's just like the chief always says. You gotta treat information as irresponsibly as you can.
Who the fuck is this? And what kind of mentor says that?
Oh, you should have heard her the day she gave me this here tape machine. You be sure and bag yourself the juiciest, sleaziest scoops you can now, you hear?
Wonderful. So you're the kind of reporter who sees fire under even the faintest trace of smoke.
No, I'm the kind of reporter who puffs on the fire till the smoke about chokes you.
How is that any better?
Hey, I've heard about these. How come it ain't stuck to your jacket or whatever?
Because that's not the custom.
It is too. All lawyers wear them. I done seen it.
So, what's the story with yours? No comment.
Guess the legal eagle's gotta make himself feel superior to us regular folks somehow.
I would like it to be on the record that I made no such comment.
Oops. Still can't believe they just handed me the chance to bag myself a real scoop.
So it was this article that brought you here today?
You bet it was. I've been prepping for days now. 2 whole days, in fact.
So a member of the media had to rely on the media to find out about this event?
Hey, I'm still getting started in this here business. If you give me a little more to work with next time, maybe I'll be on the scene sooner.
She certainly doesn't lack for tenacity.
The prosecutor delves into his pocket.
Keep presenting it incorrectly.
Hey, you never did pay me here for this vital evidence. Alright, let's get some basics down first. Favorite food? Favorite drink?
Oh, it's gotta be tea. Mr. Edgeworth loves tea. He even has his own special blend at the office.
Well now, so a prosecutor likes to put on airs and graces.
Airs and graces, huh? And why's the detective answering on my behalf? Little newlywed game. Who better, sir? There's nothing I don't know about you after all.
Oh, is that so? Tell me more.
Don't you dare! He loves the Steel Samurai.
Way I heard it, that their president's got enemies in Innsbruck, both inside and outside of his country. I figured he was going to shoot someplace somehow. It was only a matter of when.
Wait, you're not telling me you came here expecting him to get shot?
Hey now, don't go putting words into my mouth. I can't because the president's a great man. I figured there was a scoop in him just being here.
Doesn't seem like much of a scoop if you ask me.
Oh, come on, Ruffles. Cut me some slack, will you?
I should just finish.
Well, this ain't the work of a pro, I'll tell you that. Paper's gonna run some snapshots over a real photo.
I think the photographer would beg to differ.
No, you gotta have more drama. You gotta capture a moment. The president fell by an assassin's bullet, and, oh no, the petrified screams of the crowd.
So, the president was felled by a bullet after all.
You tell me, Ruffles. I was just painting word pictures is all. Then I suggest you leave word pictures to an actual pro and stop muddying the facts any further. Alright. I feel like I've exhausted. Done, done, done. Done, 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 done. Oh, I liked it. I hope that check means that, like, you've talked to them and progressed that part of the story. That'd be nice. Okay, perhaps I'm not so lucky. Left, right. This wooden sign looks almost brand new. I imagine it was placed here recently. What's it say? 50 yards to the Gordy Museum. There's a Gordy Museum now. And 70 yards to the, oh, never mind. What's the matter, detective? Just read it, will you? No. Oh, the scene of Miles Edgeworth shooting. I thought it was going to make some joke about him. 70 yards to the boathouse. Felt like a million years since that whole sorry affair unfolded. Fond memories, detective. Yeah, fond memories, sir. He's so sweet. Hear so much about him. Okay, that was not what I was going for, I guess. Just smashing. What does autoplay do? Autoplay's dialogue. Ooh, logic time? Oh, I probably have a puzzle that I could have fucking... Red birthmark. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. That's what I mean. I knew it, I just didn't take a picture. I didn't realize I had all the pieces. I have solved the mystery of the red birthmark. So that was the second shot, because the first one, people started taking pictures and freaking out. Really? So it wasn't a bug bite? No, what we're dealing with isn't something that would itch for a day and disappear. Would fucking kill you. It is, in fact, the beam of a laser sight. Then our killer was aiming to shoot the president square in the forehead? And shortly after this picture was taken, a second shot rang out. Yeah, that's gonna do more than itch. Indeed, I fear the president may be in even more danger than we thought. And that the gun was found was the weapon used in the crime. Why would the perp use a laser sight, though? He's right. You'd stand out like crazy using something like that. Pew pew pew! It's not like you can just go around shooting lasers all over the place. No, and anyone who saw it could trace it right back to the shooter. Seems like a pretty bad idea all around. I wonder if they're hiding somewhere. In the Steel Samurai balloon! Oh, I almost forgot. I took a couple more pictures. Maybe the laser sight's in one of them. It's a long shot, but it's worth a look at least. Alright, Kay, let's see these other pictures. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Let's see. First up, here's one I took just before everything started going south. Girl. Winston Payne fucking gossiping with some cornball. Okay, I don't see anything interesting. I see Winston Payne gossiping, I see Rook and Knight, I see him. Okay. Can you blame me for wanting to get a selfie with the president? Lucky for you, this was right before the gun went off. And this one I showed you before is from just after the first shot was fired. The second shot came just seconds after this. Then there's a fantastic picture. What's this? I can hardly see anything. An umbrella? It got knocked over when everyone started running after that last picture. Okay. I guess I must have pressed the shutter by accident. There's like a little container on the ground. I see an umbrella. I see a guy in a hood again. Not sure this one's gonna be much use, kid. Yeah, of course it will. And that's all of them. Time to take a closer look. Let's examine the picture from... How about before? We can look at those two goofballs. Oh! I did not notice that. It's the red fucking hoodie.
Take that!
There, I see it. What is it, sir? Look closely at the person with the red hood. Oh, there it is. Indeed, that's our laser sight right there. So that's our perp? The one in the red hood must be the shooter. Yes. We found him, and all thanks to yours truly. I don't know about all thanks, but some thanks to yours truly. Indeed, you led us right to the greatest treasure of all, Miss Great Thief, the truth. Hee hee. You may have captured our would-be assassin in one of your pictures, too. Let's take another look. I saw him running away. I feel like this one can get...
Take that!
You don't really need my input on this one. We can all see him. Look, right there. A red jacket. That must be our suspect. Looks like they took advantage of the confusion to make their getaway. Luckily, we can see exactly where they were headed. The samurai dog stand. Precisely, which means they escaped towards the right-hand side of the spectator area. Detective Gumshoe. On it, sir. Consider it cleared. Good. I'm counting on you. Cute. I love Gumshoe. Fantastic drawing. That's sick. We have you now, my little Red Riding Hood. The entire park is cordoned off, and we know exactly which way you went. Now, it's simply a matter of hunting you down. I saw that pole fall over. That was what I thought was like a tank or something. Now, let us continue our investigation. There's evidence here somewhere. All we have to do is find it. A shoe? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, no, girl. Umbrella. Nothing. I saw the umbrella and the hat in a picture. The banner advertising the rifle range has fallen over. It must have been knocked down with the crash. It's covered in footprints, too. The crowd must have been really panicked. Hey, know where I can buy one of these? Why would you wish to? Don't tell me you're just thinking of writing Gumshoe on it and wearing it on your back. What? How did you guess? Are you a mind reader, sir? Is that it? It was a joke, but I should have known that nothing's impossible when it comes to the good detective. Oh, you fucker. A red button. But he threw his fucking hood away. What's this? A red button. Hey, do you think? Dun, dun, dun. Could it have been dropped by a red-hooded suspect? Yes, it seems certainly likely. You read that correctly. There's something red down there. Detective Gumshoe, can you see what that is? Something's down in the mud. Gumshoe! There's something down here, alright. Let's see. A button. A red raincoat. This must be the one the suspect was wearing, and the sleeves unbuttoned. They must have taken it off and hidden it before they made their escape. But they threw the gun in the trash can. Maybe we discovered things in the opposite order. They threw the hood away, took their bag, and then threw it back away there. The sleeve, it's inside out. The button's missing too. Okay, that seems like a pretty free dunk. Please. The button we found seems to have come from this raincoat. It must have been pulled loose when the killer took it off. Huh. The right sleeve's inside out too. Seems it was removed in a hurry. Fast enough to tear a button off, no less. I surmise our assassin disposed of their gun and bag in the trash immediately after shooting the president. Seems tough. Then they slipped in the panicked crowd and moved from the left to the right side of the spectator area. This was because they knew the trajectory of the bullet would point out to a shooter on the left side. Finally, they removed the raincoat and hid it under the samurai dog stand. The killer would have needed to get rid of the coat as soon as possible, hence hurried its removal. The fact that the right sleeve is inside out is a testament to how quickly it was taken off. Yep, that and the missing button. The question, of course, is, why didn't the same thing happen to the left sleeve? Oh yeah, only the right sleeve is inside out. Indeed, and the button on the left sleeve is still securely attached. So, what does this mean, Mr. Edgeworth? If we're to answer that question, Detective, we need to expect the raincoat in a little more detail. Oh. Okay, I thought I found something, but I didn't. What's this? The right sleeve is on inside out. As you can clearly see, the button was torn off. Yes, whoever discarded this raincoat did so in quite a hurry. Zipper. Gumshoe. Oh no. This is a blood stain. And considering where it's located, I see the blood belongs to our would-be assassin. So we're looking for someone with an injury. Not just any injury, Detective. An injury on their left arm. Huh? How do we know that? It's simple. The right sleeve is on inside out, suggesting the suspect removed the raincoat in a hurry. Conversely, the left sleeve is just as we would expect it to be. Therefore, the suspect's left arm was never in the sleeve in the first place. And once we understood that, everything else falls into place. That's fascinating. I don't know if that follows very easily for me. Now, Detective, there's a blood stain on the left side lining the raincoat because the suspect's arm was too injured to fit through the sleeve. Precisely, or at least we can say that there is a good probability that was the case. The pieces are starting to fall into place. Nice! Investigation complete. Detective Gumshoe, I need you to go and search out the crowd for likely suspects. Yes, sir! Suspicious characters with injured left arms coming right up. Actively bleeding left arms. You're even smarter than you look, Ruffles. Taking all the itty-bitty pieces and putting them together like that. You'll have I thought they said you'll have you a man in no time. You'll have your man in no time. That's Mr. Edgeworth for you. The park is still cordoned off, so our would-be assassin should be in that crowd somewhere, or it's the fucking chief. Don't let me down, Detective Gumshoe.
Alright, that seems like a good stopping point to me. I enjoyed this a lot more than I thought I would. I really had a great time. I hope you guys were into this. If this is not super popular, that's cool. I'm really having fun. I'm going to keep on making these, I think. So let me know, please, if you made it this far, give it a like, subscribe. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. I'm into this game so far. I'm really digging it. I dug the first one. And it's really like exciting that it's been localized, so I'm just really happy to be here, happy to be along for the ride. I hope you do something nice. Thanks so much for being here. Love you very much. See ya.